I've never been one for shying away from my own responsibilities, and I'm not gonna shy away from this one. This is an embarrassing loss. We didn't come out ready to play like I thought we would. We had a good couple days of practice the last 2 days. Understood the assignment tonight, we just didn't get it done. And there were some opportunities there to win, and we just didn't get it done. I'll take whatever responsibility that I can possibly take on this one. This one stings probably as much as any loss that I've had since I've been here. So I wouldn't have done anything different this week. We prepared well. We just didn't overly play well. Didn't pitch it well. Didn't hit it great. You know, continue to give them opportunities and free bases, and it bit us. We had opportunities to win late, given all that, and we just we couldn't come through when it counted to finish it off. So again, I'll take the responsibility wherever that falls upon me. At the end of the day, I'll take any criticism there is on this one.
What'd you make of the pitching effort tonight, particularly some of the guys in the back half of the game?
You know, that Jaden Alba threw the ball great. He was more on the front end of the game. Colby Guy was great. OB was okay. I mean, Shea threw it outstanding. But you know, when you have your horses coming out to throw one inning like that, you don't anticipate giving up 10. We just have to be better.
Was there any specific issue that you saw with any of the guys' stuff that led to the 14-hit fail out?
You know, you could point to falling behind. I think that's probably when we gave up hits, is when we were behind in the count. But I mean, shoot, there were times we were 0-2, 1-2, and we gave up hits as well. So sometimes you just tip it to, that's baseball, I guess. And I hate to, I'm not trying to dodge the question, but if I had the answer for it, we wouldn't be giving up that many runs. That's just something that, again, I trust our guys. I think they have good stuff, but we gave up 10 runs tonight to a team that we probably shouldn't have. And there's really not an explanation other than they put bat on ball and swung the bats well against us.
When Harrison's getting pitched the way that he is, you know, obviously the two kind of only pitches that he got to hit, he sends over the wall, but the 4 walks, is there any thought or consideration that goes into maybe mixing things up at the top of the order to allow a little bit more protection for him?
Yeah, there is. That's obviously a thought. We got to put somebody to protect him a little bit better. You know, there were a couple. You know, I screaming and yelling a couple times tonight on guys that are doing what they're supposed to do and tagging on deep fly balls and moving up, but Harrison's coming up behind him, and that leaves that base open for them just to walk him. And I'm screaming, stay there, stay there, stay there, and they've been taught to tag and not move up when they have that opportunity. And that's something different that we were, you know, trying to do on the fly, and because I wanted them to have to pitch to Harry right there, but we're gonna have to figure out something. And you know, Rolly came up with a big hit behind him once, and but you know, we have to either mix the lineup up a little bit, or you know, put somebody with a big threat behind him so they just can't walk him. And if they do, there's going to be somebody behind him that can hopefully make him pay. So we'll have to look at that obviously moving forward.
Obviously not easy when starter goes one, but what did you see out of Peterson tonight?
You're just behind everybody. We can't live like that. And you know, walk the first guy on 4 straight pitches, and it's like, come on, man, we got to set a better tone than that. That's just not. I know you're a freshman, but you're not a freshman anymore. You're at the end of the year. You got to be better than that. And he's a great kid. He's gonna be a staple here for, in my opinion. He's got the right makeup and the right stuff. It just didn't come out as well as it normally does today. And you want to try to get him some experience and get him some work, of course. And I mean, he has good enough stuff to certainly pitch at this level. He just didn't have his best stuff tonight.
it's not the end of the season, but it's definitely getting to the back half of the season here. Based on kind of how this team's progressed, is there any worry about the team and how it's progressed kind of going forward, especially with some of the play in the midweek games?
You know, I've said it from the start, the midweek games are always tricky, they're always tough. Up until recently, we've had pretty good success in the midweek games. The last few, we've scuffled, and that's been, you know, a sign of overall, just the attention to things that we were really good at early on. We're just starting to fatigue a little bit. I don't know what the right answer is, but bottom line, we have to, we can't do these things. We have to get better. We have to, you know, we're out of mulligans. We can't afford to lose games like this. And I think we only have 2 midweek games left, Missouri and Grand Canyon, if I'm looking at the schedule right. I can't remember for sure, but I think we only have a couple midweek games left. So, you know, the emphasis has got to be on conference games now, of course, but you know, this one stings, but we got to turn the page and move on and get ready for Baylor.
The scuffles in the midweek games, do you say that's more mental fatigue, physical fatigue, a little bit of both?
You know, I should retract that. I don't, fatigue is kind of an excuse, I guess. So let me jump on the sword on that one and try to retract that statement, I guess. Can't use fatigue as it's just, bottom line, it's a focus thing. And right now that's again, you try to do that in practice up until this game to make sure that the practices are going good and there's attention to detail in practice. And again, if there was a glaring energy or whatever, or crispness to practice that was glaringly obviously bad, I would state that. But last 2 days, these guys practiced great. They were on point. They were energetic, ready to go. I didn't see this one coming tonight.
In terms of the starting rotation, do you view there being some changes to how guys are going to be played in the last few series of the year?
Well, I mean, this has been tricky because we've had 2 Thursday start games, and we got another one coming up at the end of the year. And it's just continuing to kind of shuffle guys back and forth, and the only one that stayed consistent is Carlone on Friday. It's a challenge, you know, to move guys up and back and keep flip-flopping. That's been a challenge this year. So, you know, we're going to have to see. Right now, we're TBD on Saturday. We're going to have to see how tomorrow goes and make a determination on that. But all I know is Carlone's going to throw Friday.